Probably the most misunderstood part of being a barber is understanding how much to charge and how and when to raise prices as a barber. So in this video over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be breaking down for you in depth what it actually looks like to raise prices to over $75 to $100 a haircut as a barber and all the challenges you might face along the way. Stay tuned to the end of the video because we're not only going to be breaking down the why behind all this stuff, but actually demonstrating a live coaching call from within Cashflow Barbering of me and one of my clients, Nick, of actually the live process of how we raise his prices from $40 a cut to $80 a haircut.
What's going on, guys? In this YouTube video, I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly why 99% of barbers stay stuck and are unable to raise their prices. And it's not what you guys think. It's not because you guys don't have enough bookings. It's not because nobody in your area is charging that price. It's because the number one thing that holds so many barbers back is literally themselves, right? Most barbers think they need to be 100% booked out before they raise prices, or think they need to be booked months in advance, or, booked out for long periods of time. But the truth is, waiting for this perfect time is literally never going to come, right? So rather than this, you need to understand the golden rule. You need to have that golden booking percentage, which all my clients with the Cashflow Barbering have, over 30 days, right? You don't need perfection to go up on prices, because the thing is, like, these calculated risks, this imperfect action, it's going to add up. The new client flow from a barber is going to matter way more than just being fully booked, right? And being the first at a higher price in your area is going to remove competition, meaning it's easier to compete. Because at the end of the day, a barber could have all the numbers in place, everything in place, but until you feel like you're ready, until you have the confidence in yourself to actually take the leap, raise the prices, right, you're not going to be able to get there. It requires discomfort. It requires a challenge, right? So not only is price increasing just, numbers based, but a lot of times you'll have the numbers in place and still not feel confident. And that's where we need to do an identity shift. But the imperfect action is what's going to separate the top barbers from everyone else. And just to show you guys that I'm not just kind of yapping and that we actually have some type of results to put up behind what I'm saying, this right here is my client, Nick. And in the last 3 months of working with him, we have taken him from $40 a haircut to $80 a haircut, netting him over 140 new clients in his first month of working with us. And we've now scaled him from around 1.5K a month to $8,000 in January cutting hair, just since October. It's currently January, so about 4 months time. What are the numbers looking like?
I probably had like about 4 or 5 openings the entire week.
Okay, out of how many? Like, what's your total weekly availability?
I usually have, cause I do like about 6 or 7, like 6 or 7 haircuts each
day?
Yeah, each day.
5 or 6 days a week?
I work 6 days a week, yeah.
So it's about 36 a week? Let's say you did like 32 out of 36 haircuts. That's still 90% booked out. So I don't really consider anything below 85% booked out is like, anything above 85% booked out is good. I think you were above 85%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good, bro. Like, you don't need to be fully booked out just to go up on price. Right? I know that's probably like what you're thinking right now, where you're like a little hesitant.
Yeah, I am, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty normal, bro, to be honest. At the end of the day, too, we're decreasing your availability by a lot, right? What did I tell you to go to for availability? Was it 30?
Yeah, 30. So I'm probably just gonna switch my availability Wednesday through Saturday from like 9:30 to 5:30.
That's fine. And then you'll only be doing 30 a week. So, I mean, if you're 80, 89, 90% booked out in the last week, and you take away like what, 10% of your spots, basically, you'd be 100% booked. I don't expect you to be 100% booked at 80. I don't think your income is going to go down either. I think it's a pretty hard jump to take. It's pretty uncomfortable and pretty scary. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's going to get you to where you want to be ultimately. Plus, you have the numbers, right? I was clear already. Like, I'm still clear on, like, I know you weren't fully booked out, but it's honestly like now I look for. Like, I don't look for people being fully booked out. 85% is pretty good. Like, 85% of what we look for, plus the amount of new clients getting to the ratio of the appointments that you actually have available, plus you being typically booked out in advance, like on average, right?
Yeah.
And we don't look by the week. We more so look by the month, bro, right? Because 1 week just isn't enough data to make big decisions like price. For the last 30 days, like, you almost need to go up, to be honest, to be on pace.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the clients that like I probably had like about 6 to 8 returning clients, less than 10, but the rest have new clients.
Right. Do you get $80 a lot for a haircut? Like, have you ever got it?
What was that?
Do you ever get paid 80? Like tipped 80?
Yeah, so actually, yeah, some dude paid me. Well, today, some dude paid me like 75 for the
Oh, nice.
haircut. Yeah.
Anyone else, or is it like pretty rare? Do you usually get more than 60?
Yeah, here, yeah, I usually get like more than 60 with tip.
Like 70,
Yeah,
75?
I tip, yeah, around 70, 75 ish.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like barely gonna be any different, bro. To be honest, I think you'll be good. I think it's just like a big risk or a big jump that you got to take. I mean, waiting isn't gonna make
Yeah.
it easier, to be honest. Something that helped me get over it. I think I was pretty scared. I was supposed to go from 60 to 90. 'Cause that's what my mentor told me, because I was working with Deluxe, and I remember like scared. I was like, yeah, I think on the group call, Deluxe told me to go from 60 to 90, and then on the next group call like a week later, and he was like, yo, did you raise your prices? I'm like, nah. And then he was like, yeah, bro, what is wrong with you? Like he just ripped into me in front of everyone on the call, saying like I was wasting time, and I was like scared. But it's because I was scared. But like looking back, and then eventually I didn't even listen to him. Like he said 90 and I went to 85. And like then I regretted just going just to 90, to be honest. So I know where you're coming from. I guess like the mindset that helped me overcome it, because I think I raised prices with month 2, and I was like, it's too soon. But the mindset that helped me overcome it was like, well, I'm eventually going to be charging 85. I'm eventually going to be charging 100. So like, what's the difference of now where someone actually tells me that I'm ready, who does this for a living, who's actually like a professional that has done this a million times? Like if this guy said that I'm ready versus when I think that I'm ready, like what difference makes? Like if I eventually want to be here, like you're eventually going to charge 80. I'm telling you, based on the numbers, now is the best time to go up to 80. Right? Who knows what's going to happen if you wait longer and lose out on money, lose out on clients. So it's like if you're eventually going to make that decision, there's no avoiding it. Like you're going to have to do it eventually, right? And I don't think it's going to ever get any easier. I don't think your numbers are ever going to be better. I think what you might be looking for maybe is like a perfect month where you're like 100% booked out for the whole month, right? And then you're like, okay, then I'm good to go up. But it's just not how it works, right? Like you can be 100% booked out and still not be good to go up because you don't have enough new clients. Like that's not the only number I look at, to be honest. So I think you're good, bro, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the thing that's like, yeah, because I know you said I posted it yesterday, and I didn't, but
it's pretty normal that like you get a little nervous, bro. I think Yusuf was like the same way. Mel was pretty scared. I was pretty scared. $80 is like a lot of money for a cut. Like it's not like not a lot of barbers charge $80, but at the end of the day, you're working, you're putting in the work. You have the numbers in place, and like you signed up for this. You know what I mean? Like I'm assuming your goal is to charge 100, right? Yeah. So it's just like you're never gonna not take scary risks or scary, uncomfortable decisions. Like that's gonna be something that keeps coming up for the rest of your entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah. Because honestly, I don't know of anyone like. I know no one in my city is charging 80. I don't think anyone even charging 60.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like Idaho, like it's just like there's just like a valley, like just south, and that's like where all the cities are at.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't know of anyone that charges that much. But I mean,
Good. Yeah.
I was thinking about that too, and I'm like, yeah, someone's gonna have to do it eventually.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to do it, and it's like, to be honest, you're actually like in a blessed position to where you're the only one, because you don't have any competition at $80 price point. Like you're only like anyone that's gonna pay 80 for a cut is gonna come to you. You don't have to compete with anyone, so it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be way easier, to be honest. Like typically people in like smaller towns or without a lot of competition, like Larry, like they do really well. Larry was able to go like 100 pretty quick, so it's like the same thing. I think it'll be good. Right. Should announce it now or announce like immediately after this call and just like commit to it, and then from there. Do you have any other like questions, or was it really just about like the price raise?
No, yeah, it was mostly about the price raise, but something else I actually wanted to do. So like I said, like in the valley, there's like all the cities are around. The capital is Boise here in Idaho, and that's like the biggest city. And our shop owner, he actually opened up another shop out in Boise. So yeah, so I've been thinking about moving to that.
Yeah, I think honestly, what's your motivation behind like moving to the shop? Just like better area, or is it more so just like you like the location better?
Yeah, kind of like more so like the area, and like since it's in the capital, you know, because
like
there's like other.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is like the goal to move there just to be able to get more clients, or is that like not the main goal?
No, the main goal is kind of like I kind of just want to like try something new, honestly, because I've been at this shop for 2 years already, and I know like if I move to Boise, like it's gonna make me honestly just like push a lot more harder.
Facts. Do you plan on like when do you plan on like leaving the shop you're at now?
I wouldn't say now. Maybe like in 2 or 3 months, honestly.
good then. So take the time now, if anything, to raise your prices, rebuild, right? And then act into the point where you're stable so that you don't have a bunch of things going on because you don't want to change a bunch of things in your business at once. You only want to change one variable at a time.
Yeah.
Location, price, whatever. So I'd say use these next 3 months to build, get to 10K a month, systemize everything. So when you do move, it's really easy. It's a smooth transition versus like having to juggle price raise, editor, all that other stuff at the same time. It's going to be too much bandwidth. But yeah, that's another thing I'd say too. And then just continue doing what you're doing, bro. Continue not worrying about how much you're charging. Continue thinking like the price raise never happened. Continue putting in the inputs. Continue tracking your numbers, and we'll adjust as we need to, and you'll be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, I do got one more question.
Yeah.
Like since I'm like going like at that like higher ticket kind of.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to like start building like the personal brand.
Yeah, I agree. I think 100% you should do that. What do you want to do? You want to start making like those documenting your journey videos? I recommend doing those, like storytelling.
Yeah, I kind of do want to do like a document, but I do want to do a document, but
yeah, let's build out. Yeah, you said what?
Yeah, but like I don't really know like a funnel, I guess, around it.
All good. We're gonna build out. I just did this with Breezy. We're gonna build out a framework on your story and storytelling.
Okay.
Actually, I'll show you Breezy's really quick. I literally just did this with him on a call earlier.
All right.
Okay. So for these, let me know when you can see it. You just want like a hook, current context, and then new journey, new goal, boom, boom, boom. All right. So for Breezy, he was like, bro, in the last 3 months, my life changed. However, I'm still not satisfied. 3 months ago, I invested in myself. I took big risks. I raised prices. And then he's going to be like, honestly, bro, I got pretty comfortable. And then he just talks about like the change, stuff like that. So something like this, right? We can build it out for you right now. Let's do it. So for the hook, you can be like, I mean, everyone uses the same hook, to be honest, because it works. You can be like, what do you want to do as a hook? Be like, you feel like, I don't know, in the last 3 months, I accomplished a bunch of goals. I took some big risks, whatever you want to say. Just give them like context.
Past 3 months?
Just like a hook, a hook. I'm about to take the biggest risk of my life. I'm about to do the scariest thing I've ever done as a barber. I'm about to do something that no other barber in my state has ever done. That's low-key tough. Something that no barber in my state has ever done. And then you can go into some context. So like for the last 3 months? 3 months, I've
for the last 3
taking risks I've never taken, raising prices, bettering myself, making just like scaling my business. Scaling my business. Be like, scaling my business, I've made good progress. And just like say where you've been at. Be like, bro, in only a couple months, I was able to go from this to this. Results. Talk about your results. I was able to go from this to this. And then situation and new goal. So you'd be like, I was able to go from this to this. I was able to go from this. I was able to go from, what was it, 30?
Yeah.
I was able to go from 40 a cut to $60 a cut in just a couple months of actually locking in. And honestly, I never thought that I'd be able to grow at a rate this quickly. But the issue is now it's time for a new challenge. In 3 months, I plan on getting very uncomfortable. I'm going to be moving into a completely new barbershop, and I'm going to be just taking a jump that I've never done before. And honestly, and then talk about how you feel. So new goal, price raise, and move, and be like, talk about how you feel. Right. I'm pretty nervous because not only have I been at the same barbershop for the last 2 years, but I'm also raising my prices to $80 a cut. And although this has been a goal of mine for a long time, now that I'm actually here, I'm a little bit hesitant to do it. Honestly, like I'm from a pretty small town in Idaho, and no other barber here has ever charged more than like $50. So for me, the most expensive barber in my entire state is a pretty scary feeling. And then talk about like be super authentic, be super open, like talk about your whole journey. Like you can even talk about how you started cutting hair. My name is Nick, and I've been a barber for this many years. And 3 months ago, my name is Nick. I've been a barber for this many years. And 3 months ago, I took a risk to scale my business. Something, right? This is just like a framework. This is what I would say. And be like, this is my new goal. My new goal is to move to this barbershop in the next 3 months. I know these next 3 months are going to be the hardest 3 months that I've ever been through in business because I'm doing something that nobody in my state has ever done. But I know the version of myself that is charging $100 a cut and making 10K a month. What is like your big goal? Like, what is your why? You want to be authentic with people. Like, what do you want to do by making a bunch of money?
Just want to put myself and my family in a better position.
Good. I know the version of myself that I know the version of myself that's financially stable, that helps out my family, is charging 100 a cut. I know that he takes these risks to get to where he needs to go. So over the next months, I'm going to be putting my head down and putting in a lot of work as I scale my business to a level that no one in my state has ever done before, and really take this thing to the next level, right? I'm going to be building out a team of editors. I'm going to be marketing like nobody has ever done, and I'm going to really put my city on the map and show what's possible for barbers in Idaho. So if you guys want to see me on my journey to becoming whatever, what do you want to say is your series? Charging 100 a cut, making 10K a month, retiring your parents, becoming financially free. What do you want? What do you think sounds good? Like any idea?
Becoming financially free through barbering.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's fire. That's fire. So like next 3 months, I will blank, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be whatever. So follow me on my journey to using barbering as a vehicle for financial freedom. Follow me. Okay, over the next 3 months, follow me on my journey to becoming financially free. My spelling's bad. Through barbering, or to see if I fail, or something like that. Just be super authentic, be super open, talk about what you like to do, talk about a bunch of stuff. Don't make it too long, but I mean, what do you like to do? You like to drive your truck, you like to go to the gym, stuff like that. Obviously, like you're Christian, you can talk about all that stuff. Like just put in there, right? Like over the last few months, blah, blah, blah. I have faith that this is going to work out. I recently just bought my dream truck, or blah, blah, blah. Like literally whatever you want to say. You just want people to get to know you, right? You can like go, dude, the more authentic and the more vulnerable that you get with this, the better, right? You could talk about how you started cutting hair. You could drop like some secret lore that nobody knows about you. Like the more detail you get this, and then put some nice pop-ups of like old pictures of you, old videos, stuff like that. Like I think who had a really good one? A couple people had a really good one. But yeah, the more authentic you get with this, the better. I think my boy Dan had a good one. Dan's was pretty good because I think Dan. Okay, bet. Let me know if you can hear it. This guy's low-key fire. Okay, this one was pretty good too. I like this one, but I think this was a good one. See how like authentic. He pulls up like a challenge. Like this is a challenge. This is what I'm going through. This is why it's hard.
The challenge. I like that one.
You can see it right or no? Is it cooked? Cooked. I think you can see it right. My bad. I can just send you the example, to be honest. This is a pretty good one, but I think you get the idea. Any questions around the storytelling?
Would I do the storytelling? Like, when would I do that? Like, during the video?
What do you mean?
Would it be, like, when I do the storytelling, should I do it, like, at the beginning, like, towards the middle, or towards the end?
Like, the whole thing is, like, a storytelling video, because you're telling, like, a story about your journey. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, you just make it a video, like a video. Like, I'm about to do something that no barber in my state has ever done. My name is Nick, and I've been a barber for 4 years. And about 3 months ago, I actually started taking my business seriously and started trying to like scale up my business. Right. And in these last 3 months, I've seen crazy growth that I never would have expected to see. And I took a lot of risk, even though I was scared. And I started to see really good progress. However, the main problem that I've been running into lately is that, you know, I'm just not ultimately where I want to be. So in the next 3 months, I'm going to take a crazy risk and I'm going to move barbershops. Even though I've been at this shop for 2 years, I'm going to move to a new barbershop, brand new, just opened. And I'm also going to be raising my prices from 60 a cut to 80 a cut, which is something that nobody in my state has ever charged before. And then stuff like that. Like, I'm honestly pretty nervous. This is how I'm going to overcome it. Follow me on my journey. That's like a basic framework. I'll go back and look at the Fathom too.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Was that helpful?
Yeah, that was really helpful, because I've always I kind of wanted to do this video like a couple weeks ago, but I just didn't really know how to do the structure.
Yeah,
like with video you posted on YouTube.
Yeah,
I kind of got like more of an understanding, but but like with you breaking it down like now, like how you broke it down, it makes way more sense.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, just honestly, like, it doesn't have to be perfect video. Like literally, just do something like record something, and then you know what I mean. Like just be as authentic as possible. Put as many pop-ups and pictures of old you and new you as possible. People want to see the story, want to see a transformation. People want to get to know you really well. That's the goal of the video. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Just follow simple frame. Again, hook, solution, talk about some emotions that you're feeling, talk about some challenges you're facing, be really open, authentic, and vulnerable. Talk about how you're going to solve that. Give people a timeline so that they want to follow along with you on your journey. In 3 months, I'm going to do this. And it's going to be really hard. Give them a reason to follow along with you. Just give them a CTA. Follow along with me on my journey. That's it. Yeah, it should be a banger, bro. I'm excited. And then, just post a price raise, bro. Like, trust me, you'll be good. Even if you're scared, just do it. You'll be good, bro.
I'll make I was making the flyer, so I'll finish that up.
Yes, sir.
You said 80 haircut and 100 haircut and beard.
Let's do 80, 100.
All right.
Bet. All right, bro. Let's get it. Any more questions for me? Just text me on Slack, okay?
All right, I got you, bro.
Bet. Let's do it, bro. All right, bro. I'm excited.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Good night, bro. Let's get it. Peace.
All right, later.
That pretty much wraps up the entire video, guys. Hope you guys found some value. As usual, if you guys want help actually getting coached just like I did with Nick here, book a call with the link in bio, see if we can help you out.